Right, today we are going to be shining some shoes. These are black leather shoes, and they've got some scuffs on them, and so we want to get them to be looking better again. And the easiest, most economical way to do this is to get some shoe polish. This is just a Kiwi black solid shoe polish. You just twist the lever to open it. We're going to need shoe polish. We're going to need an applicator of some kind. In this case, I just have paper towels. If you do this frequently or a lot, that's my cat, he's gonna watch as well. If you do this a lot, you may wanna get a towel, for example, or a washcloth sized cloth that you sort of devote and commit to using black polish on, because the polish won't come out of whatever it is you use. So don't use something that you plan on reusing. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna fold this several times to get it to be cloth thickness, because I'm just going to dispose of this when I'm done. We're also going to need a buffing brush. It's usually horsehair, and this will be the completed. When we're done polishing, we're going to brush up and get some luster on there. So this is just a normal black, and we're going to start by just rubbing some onto the cloth, as you can see. Put a little bit of downward pressure and begin to apply it. It's almost like painting the shoe. So what I traditionally do is try to work the area that has the most worn out or scuffs first, and try to get it on there pretty thick and pretty good. And we're just going to be working it into the leather as we're going around. There are some applicator brushes that are similar to this that are small and round that you can use, but to be honest, I've never used them, so I can't really speak to that. But these have just paper towel or a terry cloth works great. So I try not to get any polish on the sole, on the edge here. I try to keep it on the leather the whole time. If this was a leather sole, I may put some on there to re-blacken it up. It's going to be fine and won't hurt anything. This is a rubber sole, so the rubber obviously is not going to absorb the polish. So we're going to work it in, and I work it all the way around the shoe. I just put my hand in it to sort of become a handle and work it in. Also, some of the edges, like along this part here, you can see along here, or we're on the edge of the tongue. You're going to want to hit that just a little bit, because that's also areas that just tend to get worn out. As you can see, it doesn't take a lot of polish to do a pair of shoes. And if you do them often enough, you'll be amazed at how long your shoes last and how much you like them. I tend to like the shoes, they're comfortable, and then they just get so scuffed up and faded that I end up just not wearing them anymore. But these, for example, these are Ecco, a rubber sole shoes, super comfortable. But they're just not looking that nice anymore. And gotta tell you, shoes are one of the most important components of your wardrobe. All right. So we worked this in pretty good all the way around. It's pretty smooth. Then you can go back and check like the crease areas that might require a little more. I'm gonna hit the toe again just a little bit, because that's where I got a lot of stuff going on. Getting the edges. And that's one shoe. Now what you want to do is you want to let it dry before you buff it. Just to make sure that you're not gonna just rub off what you just put on there. Give it a few minutes to absorb into the leather. So we're gonna set that guy aside, and we're gonna start on this next one. Again, I hit the areas that are the most scuffed, and in this case, it is the toe. This is my other cat. may get a little polish on your hands while you're doing it. That's fine. You know, it's gonna take a hot water and soap to get it off of your skin. Be careful about getting on your clothes. It does not want to come off clothes very easily, so be very careful. I probably shouldn't be wearing a sweater while doing this, but I like to think that I'm extremely neat and tidy when I do these types of things, so we'll see. I was going to speed this up and kind of just show you in like a 10 times speed, but I think that people who've not done this before are going to want to know really how much time does it take and how much should I be working it into the leather, and how much should just be a little quick, you know, little once over. So hopefully this sort of demonstrates how that's done. All right, so we don't want to smear it on. We don't want a heavy coat. You shouldn't see any streaks when the polish is applied correctly. You should be able to rub it in smooth, and it should leave nothing behind. Now, it's not going to cover up any damaged leather if you got like cuts in it. But I'll tell you, man, 9 out of 10 of the scuffs that you see on there, or imperfections or anything like that, will be covered up by this, and you're gonna be really pleased with how it all comes out. All right, so that one's done now, and you can see I got a little on my hands there. Not horrible. Sometimes you can wipe it off quickly. So now we go back to the first shoe, and as you can see, it looks black. It's kind of a matte finish right now. So what we're gonna do is take the brush, and we're gonna just go across it with this kind of a motion, if you can see. It's not hard, it's just very, very, very light. And you can see what it's doing to the shoe. It's quickly getting a luster and a shine on it. So as you can see, I'm doing it about like this. It's not hard. You just want to activate the polish on that leather. All right, just about done with this shoe here. So you can see that on the toe, it looks brand new. We could have done it before and after, but so this is a shine shoe. This is just has a polish on it. So we're gonna take this and turn it into this. Now, if for any reason you don't like the shiny look and you want more of a dull look, you can just take a dry towel and just sort of wipe this lightly, and it'll stay kind of a matte finish. But even this shine finish, you know, it won't last forever. What I find is that the more inexpensive leather shoes tend to require polishing more often, whereas some of the higher end leathers tends to hold it better, and it retains its shine better. So we'll take the after, and here's the before, and we're gonna do just the same thing here. All right, and there you go. And that is some easy to polish shoes in less than 10 minutes. Good luck.